Governor, what's your thoughts on raising the gas tax? That was talked about a couple of years ago. This commission put together, and we need things are going good, but our roads and bridges need to be maintained. And the fairest way to do that is raise a gas tax because consumers that use the roads then pay for the improvements.
The gas tax, and it's a very controversial issue because there's still a lot of people commuting, and the cost of gasoline is relatively high. What I've said is, first and foremost, I want to reduce property taxes. I want to tell people they're going to see a tax reduction. And I don't want to even consider any increase in motor fuel user fees until after that. And I think instead of calling it a gas tax, we need to really look at it differently in terms of user fee for people that are using the road. And recognizing things are changing. I think you're going to see a big changeover for instance, we're seeing more electric vehicles, we're seeing more hybrid vehicles, we're seeing more fuel-efficient vehicles. We're also seeing trucks. They tell me that you can convert from diesel fuel to natural gas, and the savings is realized. You pay the whole cost of making the conversion in less than a year. So we've got to come up with a system that is fair to all the road users. I'm willing to look at some on terms of that, but we also have to be as efficient as we can be in using our resources. We talked, obviously, you saw what happened here with the flood in 2011. Now, FEMA says you've got to rebuild the roads and bridges within 6 months of the flood if you want to get full federal reimbursement. The flood started in June, but the water didn't go down in September. Our 6-month period started in June. Now, Paul Trevino was selected as the new DOT director about a month before the flood started. He did a phenomenal job. You saw what happened with Interstate 680. He brought together 3 contractors. They worked, so we have a flood that goes from June to the middle of September. Then we put together these 3 contractors. They work day and night. We have 34 days without rain. They rebuilt 680, and I came out along with the Lieutenant Governor for the dedication of the road, and it snowed. But we've got a national award for the job that they did on it. And we also rebuilt all the other roads and bridges that were damaged in that flood along the Missouri River. And FEMA came through. We got 100% reimbursement. We got it before the end of 2011. We put all of that money in the other administrative savings that Director Trevino identified, which was like $38 million. We had the biggest road building project last year we've ever had in the history of the state. Look into the future. I hear what you're saying. We do have a need. I think if we can get the property tax reform, then we need to look at it. We need to be cognizant that it needs to be one that the net result for taxpayers is a reduction in taxes, not an increase in taxes. I think that's the only way it has a chance, and it's going to have to be done on a bipartisan basis. But my top priority is get the property tax approved first before we ever even